Yeah, I think, who would be better? Carmelo Anthony versus LeBron James one-on-one. What do you think? All right. Oh, good point, good point. Who would be better? Carmelo Anthony versus LeBron in their rookie season versus them now. Ooh, yeah, that'd be good, that'd be good. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We have yet some more JavaScript for you today. We are covering a lot and uploading a lot, so I hope your fingers have been busy on the keyboard. All right, today we're going to look at the window object. All right, so let's go on ahead and look at that and take a few different examples and see how we can put them to use here. All right, okay, stay out the shot. Okay, so go on ahead. I'll give you a minute to go on ahead and open up your favorite text editor. Okay, cool. Close this out. All right, so let's go on ahead and we're going to create two files. Let's go on ahead and add that here. And since we're working with the window object, we'll name it just that. Window object.js and window object.html. And now that we have that, we'll open this up with live server just in case there's any output. And move that over there and close this out. Perfect. All right, and now what we're going to do here is let's get a little bare bones markup here. Not much, very little. Let's see here. We'll go with the exclamation mark. For the actual title, we'll do window object. Okay, and an output, we'll do an H1 with an ID of output. That'll do. And let's see, test right here. Refresh. Okay, so I think after that we should be good. Testing output. And okay, good. All right, so live server's working, and let's go on ahead and work with the actual window object. So what we're going to do here is, there's a bunch of objects all throughout JavaScript. We're going to work with the window object, which is going to give us access to a few different properties and methods. Let's create a couple of variables here first, though. Let's say let message equal, actually we don't need that, but testing output, which we actually already have. Let's see. So with that, actually that'll still be good practice. So we'll get rid of this, and then just in case you're coming from a different area, you can at least see how we would actually get that message out to the actual DOM, which is the HTML. So let L output equal the document object. What about the document object? Let's use the method of that, which is going to be getElementById, using the ID, which is output. This is from our HTML. Where in the HTML? Right here. So in order to get access to this here, we need to access the ID, and the ID name is output. And so that's how we reference that. All right. And of course, if we wanted to open that up, open the console by right clicking on the screen and hitting the inspect, or Control-Shift-I, and going to the actual console, type in the name of our variable that we actually created, and I see nothing. So the reason for that could be L output is not defined. All right, well, let's go on ahead, take a look. I don't see the actual JavaScript file being linked to the HTML page. So that's definitely a major issue. So where is this file located here? It is the window_object.js, and we'll defer that for any other markup to actually load before the actual JavaScript runs. And let's hit a refresh here. All right, so window object JS, and there looks like there's an S in there. All right, and now go back to the actual JavaScript file, and let's see, let's put the actual variable here. All right, and now the variable here is entered into the console, and there you go. You have all of the actual element itself, the H1 and the ID. There's nothing in the text at all. So let's go on ahead and place something in there. So L output dot text content equals the actual message. And now on the screen, you'll notice the actual testing output. Okay, so moving on, let's actually work with a couple of properties within the actual window object. So let's go I can actually select this entire thing. And L output dot text content is going to equal the window dot, and there are a number of things available here. We won't need everything here, but what we could just use, we'll start out with the inner height. All right, so that is a property that is available on the window object, and it's the window height. It's just the height area and not any of the interface of the actual browser. All right, so if I were to move this over a little bit and refresh, that 558 should change. And let's see here. Oh, it's the actual height. So I can't move the width because it's the inner height. The height goes this way, not from left to right. So if I move this up here and then refresh, that 558 is now down to 390. If I move it back down, way down here and refresh, now the inner height is up to 741. All right, so why would you even use that? Depending on the application that you're writing, you may need to know the inner height or the actual width to determine what type of event you want to actually happen. Okay, so same thing here. We can copy that and say window dot inner width. No, not height again. We want the actual width. And now that is 601. And if I bring that down a little bit and refresh, and now it's 514. So a number of different actual properties that are actually available. Let's do another one here. Window location. Yeah, let's do that. Window dot location. That's always a big one. And what happens now is the actual output is the window location. So it's basically the URL location, which is the one that I'm using here. All right, so that is always a useful one. If you wanted to, if you have a script that's working elsewhere, you can always use that. And then of course, just parse through it and, get the information that you would need. Let's continue moving on. Let's see here. We can do, well, let's take a look. Go into the actual console, window dot, screen. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Window dot screen and the actual height, and we get 1080. Okay, good. And what if we do the same thing? Let's see if they have a width available. And let's see. Okay, 920 by 1080. All right, so that's the height and the width of the actual screen. So I believe in pixels, that is the actual width of the monitor here. So yeah, so even if I make any changes here, well, let's clear this out. Yep, so all the same. Good. And where's the height? Okay, yeah, so that I believe is the area of the actual screen itself. And what other things that we have here? The window object, there's a number of things here, but primarily these are the ones that you would end up actually using. I do know that if I type in window, which we've actually used this before, Let's see, window.document. Oh, and obviously when we're using that, it's the document that actually turns into an actual object itself, and that object creates an actual model of all of the HTML markup on the actual page. And that's of course why we're able to use the document.getElementById and capture that particular DOM element with the ID name. And another thing, let's see, I believe, okay, there's the alert. So the window has a method called alert, in which we can have a pop-up come up to the actual screen. And what we can do is, let's actually keep that just for your reference. So I'll actually type that here. All right, window.alert, and you can put in any message that you would actually like. So I'll say hi there. And we'll do the same thing in the console. You can actually use alert by itself. All right, but we'll do, let's see, window.alert with the actual message, hi there. And there's your message right here in the actual terminal, or in the terminal, right there on the actual page. All right, let's bring this back down a little bit. What else can we use here? Oh, this is always a good one. Window.open. What was that? What was that? It was HTTP. So here we can use an actual address. All right, and let's see, HTTPS. All right, we'll put an address. We'll say www.nba.com. All right, now this will actually bring us to, and here's my pop-up blocker here. Let's click on this. I'll say always allow pop-ups and redirects from this current address. So I'm going to say yes and done. And let's go on ahead and refresh. And so what happens now is you are now at a different website. If I go back, all right, it's a pop-up. All right, gotta love those pop-ups. All right, so window.open, I can do anything. Let's go to, oh, here's a wonderful site. Let's take that and we'll exit that. We don't need that. Actually, we'll keep it, comment that out. Copy this and let's put YouTube. Wonderful site. You got to go there one time. All right, and look at that. There you go. So you might be working on a script where, okay, you are working on something and you need some type of, redirect, or you need a pop-up to actually go pop up. All right, so let's go on ahead. Again, just different examples as to how you can actually use, oh, there's a lot of pop-ups over there. All right, how you can actually use different options. All right, and here's another one, and I think we'll probably wrap it up on this because, again, there's so many different things that you can actually do with this, and I'm just showing you a small little portion of things you can actually work with. So here you can actually do a print command in which it's going to open. It's going to act as if you were trying to actually print something on the actual screen within the browser. Okay, so that's really it for today. That's the window object. Any questions, concerns, or comments, leave it in the comments below. Subscribe to the actual channel itself, and that way you'll always stay up to date within your feeds. And of course, hit the notification so you can get the actual alerts, so you can actually be notified as to when new material is actually uploaded. Okay, all right, that is pretty much it for today. Full Stack is out. You go on ahead and enjoy the rest of your weekend or weekday.